completed the Faces of the Franchise program, and you can complete it too. You don't even have to know life the game. You can actually touch grass and still play the game and complete it without a problem way before the deadline. So we started off with Daily Moments. I'm not sure if Daily Moments was available on early access day one, but I went ahead and accounted 12,000 experience for Daily Moments just in case it was available in early access day one. So that is 12,000 out of the total 264,500 experience you can get from all of these goals we're about to knock out without counting the gameplay experience, because the gameplay experience does not take into account this experience, so it wouldn't be working towards the cap of 60,000 experience. After I knocked out the Daily Moments, that's when I began working on Ball Player, and I discovered that Ball Player was actually the fastest and easiest way to get experience. Now, I did not complete any Ball Player archetype to a Diamond archetype or maxed out any archetype in general. So what that means is I still have the Contact archetype, I still have the Fielding archetype for position players, and then I have all three two-way archetypes and all three pitching archetypes as well to go ahead and max out for experience in future programs. So I did that strategically so I would not run out of archetypes and I would still have a method to go ahead and complete this fast. But the Bronze Power Ball Player archetype netted me 12,500 experience, the Silver one netted me 15,250,000 experience, and then the Gold one netted me 15,750,000 experience. So in total, Ball Player was a great way for us to go ahead and move on over in the featured program and begin unlocking some of those flashbacks and legend packs that would allow us to work towards week one. Little intermission break. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and check out the description for the Twitch and the Discord to help the channel grow. Before I had decided to jump into week one legend and flashback missions, I actually went ahead and knocked out the NL Faces of the Franchise Showdown for 15,000. The AL Faces of the Franchise Showdown came on later on, and we went ahead and knocked it down first day for another 15,000. So in total, that's 30,000 experience added on. Not only that, but 30,000 experience added on is big time money because it's getting us a ton of these flashbacks and legends pack, which allows us to now focus on week one. But listen, if you struggle with Showdown, don't worry about it. We got a playlist on the channel that's going to help you out with each and every single mission within that Showdown. It's going to go ahead and let you know what kind of lineup you want assembled. Do you want all your lefties hitting first? Do you want all your righties hitting first? It helps you draft in the beginning as well. What are the best perks available, and should you be drafting power versus right in order to have an easier time against the final boss, which the answer in both of these cases is going to be yes. Before I even jumped into week one, we did the starter program and we had gotten ourselves this 82 overall Babe Ruth. There are a ton of missions for you to knock out, which you can do by just playing one mini seasons game. There are also moments, which I completed each and every single one, and then I decided to do only 3 out of the 4 collections because at the beginning of the game cycle, equipment usually sells for a lot, so I wanted to make sure I did not go ahead and lock in any expensive equipment, and that got us Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is important because he is a task in terms of collections that grants us 10,000 experience. Since I ordered early access, I was able to have a cover athlete and a Takashi series athlete. You can probably purchase 2 Takashi series athletes for the same price of a cover athlete, if not 3 of them for the same price of a cover athlete currently, and be able to work on this 3 times as fast as I did it, honestly, because I only had 1 of them at the time. And with this being said, you go ahead and get yourself 3,000 experience from this as well to add on. In total, week one legend and flashback missions net you 18,000 experience. And as I was beginning to do conquest maps, such as the batter conquest maps, the mystery, and beginning to work on Nation of Baseball, I was going ahead and strategically picking these week one cards to parallel XP level with the Nike City Connect program that dropped. Nike City Connect program that dropped, the first original one, had certain teams you had to go ahead and parallel XP. Now, I went ahead, looked at the flashback and legend packs, and I saw which flashback and legends went ahead and allowed me to work on these teams. The Nationals is also included at this point into that. So add Nationals to however many teams, which are 7, it's gonna make it 8 in total. With that, I was able to work on basically 3 programs at once, and then week 2 came out, and week 2 just made this a whole lot better. When week 2 came out, it allowed us to parallel XP certain divisions as well. I believe with the flashbacks and legends, if you make a team full of them, you'll be able to level up each and every single division except for the AL West, which was completely fine with me because eventually we would work on the AL West, whether it was a specific team we made for mini seasons or conquest, or whether we played Battle Royale in the future or events in the future. Now I want you to know that I have yet to play ranked seasons to the point where I have gotten 50 innings to get that XP reward. Neither have I played any Battle Royale to get any of the Battle Royale program's XP rewards either. Let me also include that completing all of these gets you 24,000 experience, and in addition to that, once you do have the Washington Nike City Connect uniform, you can also collect this uniform for 15,000 experience to add on. Now, up next is what I use to go ahead and grind the week 1 and week 2 parallel XP missions along with the Nike City Connect and the Washington Nike City Connect programs. I use the Faces of the Franchise Central Conquest, I use the Faces of the Franchise West Conquest, and I also use the Nation of Baseball to grind out all those parallel XP missions. In total, from completing these 2 conquest maps, that nets you 60,000 experience. From completing the Nation of Baseball conquest maps, within that Nation of Baseball conquest map, there is extra goals that give you extra experience. I didn't take that into account here, neither did I take the goals that would give you experience into account here either. So you're probably looking at roughly 300,000 experience from just doing these tasks. If you do struggle with any conquest map whatsoever, don't worry about it. I thought they went ahead and removed this in today's patch, but apparently they didn't. I got you. Go into the channel, click the playlist section, and I will teach you the perfect path to go ahead and face each and every single one of these conquest maps on rookie difficulty. Ask anyone in the comment section. I really do this. Now we're heading towards the online section. This is when I finally began to play a little bit of online. I started to play online in the first Welcome to the Show event, and then I played the second Welcome to the Show event, or it was called Nike City event actually. So I played both of those events. I went ahead and estimated that up to the second diamond you get roughly 10,000 experience. So since I had completed both of them prior to this one, I put in 20,000 experience, and while I was playing this event I was already capped, so I didn't take into account the 5,000 experience from this either. Once I had finished with that, I said the only thing left for me to do in terms of offline content is mini seasons. So I went ahead and knocked out mini seasons. I played each and every single game on rookie difficulty. Now I did not play each and every single game of the mini season. I went and played until I knew for sure that I was going to be the first place team. You can go ahead and take it a little bit easier and just guarantee yourself second place. Once you guarantee yourself second place, if you win the championship, you net yourself 27,500 experience, as long, and this is why I didn't do the parallel XP missions here, as long as you set up a team to get 10 home runs with All-Star Series players, which you can get all over the game, especially in the Flashback and Legend packs and Conquest as well, and also having Flashback and Legends, which is what we get from the packs, to get 60 strikeouts with. So you go ahead and put those 2 combinations there of teams, and you'll start working towards these goals and knocking them out. And then once you're done with the home runs, then you can go ahead and put the players you need to parallel XP into your team in order to continue working on the parallel XP missions and getting yourself a ton of experience. So that being said, that's how I went ahead and netted myself about 300,000 experience, not even taking into account gameplay experience.